Hey there, holiday creators! Today, we're combining two of the most magical things about the winter season, bringing a snowman to life and sipping on the coziest cup of hot chocolate. So let's grab your markers and your marshmallows and let's get drawing. We're going to be building our drawing today with shapes and forms, primarily the cylinder. I want to remind you once again, because we are using construction lines, I recommend that you draw lightly. We're going to start this drawing with 2 dots and a foreshortened circle. Sometimes we draw this foreshortened circle like a cucumber-shaped oval. Today we're going to make it more like a watermelon. Why? It's because of our viewpoint. Our viewpoint, we're going to be looking down into the coffee mug today, into this cup of hot chocolate. And once again, at Sketch Lab, remember, you can go back over that shape several times until you get it to where you like it. Sometimes people want to draw something perfect the first time. Don't worry about it. You could draw that oval several times and then just keep the outline that you think is the best. So you can see we're going to draw the sides of the cup now. So we're going lines that curve to the left on the left side, and this is a line that curves to the right on the right side. Okay, so you can see we can make adjustments and get it to where we like it. And now we're going to draw a line that curves down a little bit for the foot of the mug. So the snowman's expression is the heart of this design. We really want his personality to come through. So we're going to go ahead and draw these large eyes. We're going to make them look like they're sparkling. We're going to add tiny white dots for highlights inside of these eyes. And don't forget that carrot nose as well. So once again, we're going to draw 2 large ovals. Underneath the eye, we're going to curve a line. And also on top of that oval, we're curving a line up. And now we're going to draw those highlights inside of the eye, the 2 white dots. One is going to be larger and one is going to be smaller. And you can see these white reflections are what make the eyes look lively and sparkling. It's really adding the character to our snowman. We're going to add a line curving to the left, and we're also going to add 2 little eyelashes, triangular shaped. Then on the right hand side, we're going to curve a line to the right. And then once again, we're going to add the 2 eyelashes, the 2 triangles. Now I'm just going to go back. I'm going to start filling in the area around the 2 highlights. So around those 2 white dots inside of the eye. Okay, well, we're going to start moving on to the carrot nose next. It's a fun little detail that adds that personality of our little snowman. And we're going to draw a cone shape that's curved. We're curving that around. Let's draw a smiley face. And we're going to draw 2 lines that curve up in the corners of the mouth. And another little smiley face and fill that in. And then we're going to add a little lip here with another line that curves down. Wow, look at that expression. Frosty's really coming to life, guys. We're going to dial up the cuteness factor by adding some rosy cheeks, so they're below the eyes and slightly off to the side. Wow, look how our snowman's shaping up to be the ultimate bundle of cuteness and winter charm. We're going to add a handle to our mug. So on the left-hand side here, I'm going to curve a line and I'm going to make it like half of a heart. So this shape is half of a heart. Now I'm going to draw another half of a heart. I want you to notice how close my lines are going to be together. So when I start it, it's going to be a little bit further apart. And then now you're going to see I'm going to get a little bit closer and a little bit closer to the original heart shape that I drew. Same thing with the inside of the handle. My lines are going to start off further apart, and then I'm going to bring them a little bit closer together as I work my way up. And voila, we have a handle on our mug. All right, we're going to do the lip of the cup now. So you're going to see that original cucumber-shaped oval. Same thing at the top. I'm going a little bit further apart. And at the bottom of that oval, I'm actually going to draw lines a little bit closer together. Well, we're ready to draw some marshmallows. Let's draw 2 dots. And a foreshortened circle. Now I'm going to draw lines that are going to taper, so that means they're getting a little bit closer together. And now look at that line that curves up. We're going to match that same curve. Okay, let's move on to the next one. So once again, 2 dots for a shortened circle. We're going to draw our 2 lines for the side of the marshmallow. And then we're going to match that line that curves up. Notice we have some overlapping now. Overlapping adds space. Makes our paper appear to be more 3-dimensional. Okay, 2 dots for a shortened circle. Draw our 2 lines for the side, and then remember, matching that line that curves up. Drawing a little line, that's where the hot chocolate is. The hot chocolate line, like the water line. For an additional festive touch, we're going to add a candy cane inside the mug. So this is how you could stir your hot chocolate up, is with the little candy cane, and it adds a little bit extra flavor into your hot chocolate. So we're going to do a traditional candy cane. So you can see we're curving a line up, curving a line down, and then I'm just going to follow that same shape, just a little bit smaller. I'm going to go ahead and clean up some of these construction lines first, and then now we're going to be slightly curving lines to match the candy cane shape. These are going to be the fun stripes that we're going to add on there with the Posca paint markers. For another layer of cuteness, if you want, you could add eyes onto the marshmallows or onto the candy cane. You can give them little pink cheeks onto the marshmallows, just like we did with the snowman, for a little extra dose of cuteness. You could also add some drizzle details. So maybe it's a tiny line of chocolate or caramel drizzle that goes over the marshmallows for a yummy touch. We're going to go ahead and add some tiny little marshmallow friends. So these are going to be little mini marshmallows. So once again, I'm doing 2 dots, 4 shortened circle, and then making sure I'm matching the line that curves up. I'll draw a couple more. So 2 dots, 4 shortened circle, our 2 lines for the side, and a line that curves up. And we have 1 more. So we're going to have our 2 dots, 4 shortened circle, the lines for the side of the marshmallow, and then we're going to have our line that curves up. I'm just going to do a quick time lapse of the outlining, and you may want to wait until I'm done so you can make sure that you've erased off your construction lines, and that might help you out when you outline this. So I'm using a fine detailed marker for the inlines, and I'll use a thicker marker for the outlines on the left hand side. When we color, the left hand side will be darker and the right hand side will be lighter. So I decided to add some eyebrows to our snowman. I think he'll just add just 1 more little layer of cuteness for this guy. All right, we're ready to get out our Posca paint markers. So I have light green and green, and we're going to work on the eye color. So I'm going to use these 2 colors. If you want to do a different color, go for it. Get a lighter color and a regular. So I'm going to go with the darker color up top, and then halfway down, I'm going to switch over to my lighter green. I'm also going to tint the lighter green with a little bit of white. So I'm going to use apricot and bright orange for the nose. So the top part of the nose, I'm going to go with the lighter value, and I'm going to use the darker value on the bottom. Adding a little bit of white there too, tinting that lighter value. With the gray and the white, we're going to go ahead and add some value onto the mug. So instead of just leaving this white, I'm going to go add some gray, and then I'm going to be color mixing. So I'm going to actually use the white marker to start creating lighter values. So it's going to go from kind of more of a medium gray to a medium light to a light gray value. So once again, when artists use value, it adds depth and dimension to their artwork. It makes it appear to be more 3-dimensional. Same thing with the candy cane. I'm going in with my darker value, and I'm using the white marker to pull that to the lighter side, creating a gradation of value. I'm now using coral pink and red, and this is the color I chose for the stripes on the candy cane. And the same thing on this one. I'm going in with my darker value first, and then I'm using the coral pink to blend it light to dark. I'm even going in with some white to lighten the coral pink, to tint it. And I'm actually going to go back in with some dark red now and kind of darken up the shadows. So So now I have light pink, and I'm going to go ahead and finish up the cheeks. So I have brown, dark brown, and cacao brown. We're going to start working on that hot chocolate. So I'm going to start with the darker brown, working around and kind of outlining the marshmallows, the mug. And then I'm just going in with the regular brown, and then I'm going to go in with the medium value. So I'm kind of going in between the dark and the brown with the medium value. And then now I have some beige, adding a little bit of value onto the marshmallows. So I now have black and gray, and we're going to do another color gradation. So we're going to go in with black, and then with the gray marker, we're going to start adding a little bit of a color gradation. So we want to go from black maybe to like a dark gray, just a hint of value there. So it appears that the light source is reflecting off the lip of that mug. Now with the gray marker, I'm going to go in and start darkening up some of my values. And then just a few touch-ups with the marker. Wow, this snowman mug is absolutely adorable. Look at those rosy cheeks. You have those playful marshmallows, the fun festive candy cane. It feels like pure holiday magic. It's like the snowman is inviting you to cozy up with a warm cup of hot chocolate. Thanks for joining me, and I'll see you in the next cozy creative moment. Until then, stay warm, stay creative, and keep spreading those holiday vibes.